Let's go. But before I start, I'm going to put my new Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream on because it just gets me started for the day, you know what I mean? Make me feel all lovely in the sun. But yeah, fans, as promised, let's go through your Q&A. I look glowing now. Maeve Lightfoot. Something like that. Is it ever too late to join football, and where do I start? I don't think it's late at all. I think, obviously, first of all, go and start out with your grassroots team, your local club. That's probably where you'll fall in love with football, and it just goes from there, really. You've just got to make sure that you go there and you enjoy yourself. But definitely, first step is go out there, push yourself out your comfort zone, and find a team that's close to you and get started.
On to the next one.
On to the next. Name I_were_20. I was 20 months too. What's your ambition for next season, individually and as a team? Individually, I always set myself targets. So for me, it's got to be better than last year. I want to score more goals. I want to assist more. I want to just keep improving as a player and a person as well, and help club and country get the wins. I think as a club, obviously now we've qualified for Champions League, so we obviously want to do really well in that. We want to go one step further in the league and one step further in the cups as well. But yeah, hopefully some silverware will be nice. Next one, Anna Caitlin. What's your favourite thing about playing for the Lionesses? Oh, there's a few. Obviously, being with the girls is always nice. It's always nice to meet up with them, and I think I've got friends for life in that team. But I think for me, it's the pride of pulling on the England shirt, and what was once a little dream as a little girl is now real. And every time I pull it on, it's so special. So yeah, I'll never get bored of pulling the England shirt on. Okay, Kieran Gower. What's your best moment this season? There's definitely been a few. But I think for me, one up there would be the FA Cup final. Obviously didn't get the win, and that was heartbreaking, but actually being there and seeing what it feels like and having that hunger now to go there again and make sure we win. But yeah, it was an unbelievable day for women's football, and a special day with the attendance in the stadium as well, and playing at Wembley for your club is special. Jenny's_football 14. Was there ever a time you felt like football become too much for you? Well, that's a hard question. There's definitely been a few times where it's been really difficult, and I don't think a lot of people understand how difficult it is. Everyone just sees the good times, but when you're going through a bit of a bad patch, a rough patch, and you think that you're not going to get out of it, those times are the difficult times, and you've got to make sure that your mindset's right and that you never give up. And I think for me, one hard point in my career would be not getting a contract at Manchester City when I turned 18, and I honestly felt like it was the end of the world, and that I was the worst footballer in the world. So for me, that was a very difficult time, but now I look back and think it was probably the best thing that happened to me, and now I work even harder every day, and I understand that not everything's handed to you on a plate. So yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of down times in football, but you've just got to get through it, and that's part and parcel of being a footballer. Naya Karuma_electrical. How was the experience with the team? How was the experience with the team, and how do you feel about 23-24 season? How was the experience with the team that ended season, and how do you feel about 23-24 season? My experience with Man United last year was an unbelievable experience, and it was the best year we've had to date. 5 years I've been at the club, and we've been growing and growing each year. So to come away second in the league, which is the best we've done, to get to an FA Cup final and to qualify for Champions League was unbelievable, and we definitely deserved that. We had a great season and we worked hard, but now we want to push on and do even better things. So I'm really excited about next season, and obviously can't wait to get going already and to really push on even more. We've had that taste of what it feels like and how close we've come, but now Manchester United is a club that wants to win. So obviously we want to do that as players as well. _Soham Halder. What's the one thing that keeps you grounded and focused when you go through tough times? Definitely the people around me. My mum tells me all the time, Ella, keep your feet on the ground, remember your roots, all of that stuff. And my friends and my family would never let me get ahead of myself and big time. I'm from a community where sometimes it's difficult growing up, but I'll never forget where I grew up and I absolutely love it. And when I do go through tough times, I remember where I came from and how far I've come and what I've achieved. Definitely being a Tilsey girl keeps me grounded. Next one. J_mate 18. How do you prepare for a match? I'm quite chilled, me. I obviously have my pre-match meal, beans, egg and bagel and a glass of orange juice. But apart from that, I'm just, is what it is, isn't it? It's just another game of football and I don't really get too nervous about it. I train every single day for those moments. So I just prepare, just chatting with my mates and I do like to visualise the night before a game as well that I'm going to score an absolute banger. Lace_2303. What age did you start playing football? Kiss, kiss. I actually started playing football for as long as I can remember, but I think I must have started my grassroots team 5 maybe. Because when I was 7, I went to Manchester United Academy. So, I started playing since I come out of the womb. Even in the womb. Tom Hill. What was the best moment of the season? I've had this one, but I'll give another. Another amazing part of the season would be when we won late on at home against City in the Manchester derby. As a Manchester United player, you know what it's like to play in the derby and you know how big it is and what a massive game it is. So to go right to the very end and get the winner late on was special. Nothing beats winning a Manchester derby. Cherry12356_Bell. What made you decide to become a footballer more than any other sport? To be honest, I loved every sport growing up. I did everything. Table tennis, badminton, netball, swimming. My family's a lot of swimmers and water polo players, so I did that. My mum was a gymnast, so I did that. But I think football was the one. I just fell in love with it. I wanted to do it all day, every day. I think I could have become a lot of things. But I think I was definitely best at football, and that's where my passion was and my love was for the game. It was definitely with football. Lionesses XO. Favourite match of the season? There's been a few. I think a good one was when we played Arsenal away at the Emirates, and we won really late on again. We liked taking it down to the last minutes, but managed to get a goal there as well. And just the atmosphere in the stadium when we scored that winner and we ran over and we celebrated in front of our fans that follow us up and down the country. Was a very special game, and another win off a big club. Just.jess144. Who was your toughest opponent that you played last season? It's got to be Chelsea. We haven't managed to beat Chelsea yet, and that just goes to show what an unbelievable team they've got and the amount of talent that they have in the squad as well. We definitely came close this year a few times, but they've got that little edge and they know what it takes to win, and that's why they've been winners of the league and the cups for the past few seasons. So, definitely want to beat them.
Who was the toughest player from Chelsea?
That's a tough one. Toughest player. You've got Lauren James, who's unbelievable on the ball. Then when I'm in midfield, I'm up against Sophie Ingle, Loopholes, Erin Cuthbert. They're all very physical players who are very good on the ball as well. So they've definitely got a lot of talent throughout the squad. And one of my favourite players is Harder. So she's always tough to play against as well. Next one. Amy_Unsworth_. How are you feeling for Oz and New Zealand? Oz and NZ. I'm really excited. I've never been to Australia, so that's going to be nice in itself to go and visit a country that I haven't been to before. Just really excited to get back with the girls and to start our World Cup journey. This one's from Abby Lenton. Who was your football inspiration growing up? I think everyone knows me by now that it was Cristiano Ronaldo. Wore the number 7 shirt, wore his football boots. Google his skills on YouTube and then come in the garden and practice them all night. So yeah, definitely Cristiano Ronaldo. _King_Cal_. Everyone loves an underscore these days, isn't it? What do you think of how women's football has progressed, especially after the Euros? Oh, it's been amazing. The growth of the game has rocketed, especially after the Euros. You can see the amount of fans now we get in stadiums, the amount of young girls starting in their football journeys. And yeah, I think for us as Lionesses and women's footballers, it's always about the growth of the game and how we can use our platforms to keep inspiring the next generation to get involved and to start in their football journey. But yeah, it's definitely like this, and hopefully we can keep it going that way. What training advice would you give to girls playing football? That's from Shannon Stevens _1. And I think for me, it's make sure you go and enjoy yourself. That's the main thing. The best football you play is when you enjoy yourself. And definitely make sure that you believe in yourself as well. Some people might not believe in you and think that you won't get anywhere, but you've got to believe in yourself, because that is the main thing. And have those people around you who believe in you and push you as well. Ella_football_. The O's are zeros in the football. What is the best way to stand out at a trial? It's funny actually, because my dad, when he used to take me to trials, he'd buy me the New England shirt, the New England kit, full kit. I'd have the brightest boots on. He'd make my mum put my hair in plaits. You know, all these different things so that I would stand out. But really, it's the football that makes you stand out. And for me, I was quite, well, I'd like to think I still am, but back then I was very skillful, so made sure I showed off with a few skills. And the main thing for me was that I worked hard. I give 100%. I ran hard, and I think that's probably what stood me out when I was trialling all those years ago. What will you miss the most while you're away at the World Cup? That's from Dragon7878. Chloe Kelly's his picture. What will I miss the most? That's a tough one. Probably my friends and family. I'm a proper home girl and love spending time with my friends, my family, my nan, my dog. So yeah, I'll definitely miss that the most. And last one from Sienna UX. How's your nan doing? Thanks for asking. She's really good. Yeah, she's a bit gutted. She can't come out to the World Cup. She keeps telling my mum and dad that they're living her dream. I'm sure she'll be supporting from home anyway. But yeah, she's great. Still think she's famous, and yeah, just my nan. Thanks so much for all your questions. It's been nice to sit back and reflect on the season, and yeah, I'll see you all soon.